What's up? I'm live, and I almost started the stream off as if I was coming back from a break, so that's a great start. I mean, it's a great start in the first place. Duh. I'm still here. My iPad is still working just fine. Anyway, yeah, great start to the stream. It's already 10 after when I would normally start. We might have not had internet for 5 or 10 minutes shortly before I was going to go live, so yeah, hopefully everything holds together for the stream. But yeah, that's why I'm honestly just gonna be relaxing, trying to relax with some Legends Arceus Professor Oak Challenge stuff. So it's not just my internet taking a dump then, got it. Oh, welcome back, Shaw. At least you got it sorted quickly. Hopefully everyone's internet cooperates tonight. Anyway, yeah, commands in the title, bottom left, you know the drill. It's fair enough, Shaw. Yeah, hopefully you have fun. Great place for a race, great city. Even if it is in Quebec, great fun, but also it's F1 2026, so there's also that. But yeah, having been to Montreal twice, I can say for sure I very much enjoyed going up there both times. Alright, let's see. Is this the one I need? No, that's just Furret. Although the Furret is good. I want that button. There we go. I think it was that profile, the third one? I guess, just to explain this, on the off chance that somebody actually is watching or ends up watching this and doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about when in regards to what I'm doing, we're not going to talk about how long ago it was, but at some point in the past I started a Professor Oak challenge of Legends Arceus, which just basically catch as many Pokemon as you possibly can and evolve them all before hitting the next major milestone. In the case of most games, that's badges. In the case of Legends ZA or Legends Arceus, Legends ZA, ZA would be ranks. Legends Arceus is nobles for the most part. So, how do I play this game again? So I've gotten to the Mirelands, and I haven't gotten any further. I am failing to. Oh, okay. I see. I have to be over the area in order to zoom in. It won't just default back to where I was. But yeah, you can see Quell the Frenzy of Lilligant. Haven't done that yet. Not going to do that yet. Also, the mine back there does exist, even if it seems to be phasing out of reality. So, yeah. Basically, I need to catch all the Pokemon, but also, this one's a bit of a harder challenge. I have to perfect all of the Dex research for all of the Pokemon. You can see that for most of these, I have done exactly that. There are some exceptions. Eevee has one that I cannot complete at this time. Glaceon was one of the special exceptions because evolution items are hell to get in the first area. It gets a lot easier in the second. So, once you get access to the Mirelands, I have to get Glaceon at some point. Crobat, I can't catch any until the Highlands. There's one in Wayward Cave, actually, in Alpha Spawn. And so on and so forth, right? Like, I can't get all the Burmian such forms. A Golem, I can't get... Well, actually, I can get more alphas, but again, I needed more link cables, so I get that. You get the point, right? I have to complete all the dex research as quickly as... Not as quickly as possible, but before hitting the next research goal. And I have been taking my time on this, but I don't even know where I want to go. I mean, I might as well go after the outbreak, right? Where is the outbreak? Over there. I am adjusting my speaker volume. I need to be able to hear everything, but don't need you guys hearing my speakers. That is an Alpha Bidoof. I don't need Alpha Bidoof, but there sure was one. Also, Bidoof is like the most likely Pokemon to find shiny, because it's got perfected dex research and there's a bunch of them right around this area, so... But then again, the Rapidash is just as likely, if not for the fact that there's only one spawn. So... Somewhere over here there were things that I ran between, and jump. Yeah, I can't swim yet, so I have to shortcut across. I'll press the right buttons at some point. Pink? Not pink. So, in this Legends game, you press B to run, and you press in the left stick. No, you press the left stick to run, and you press B to crouch. In Legends ZA, you press B to run, and left stick to crouch. Not confusing in the slightest. God damn it. You know, I don't even need to worried about these guys. Who has a fire type move? That's a tree, you idiot. Ah, what does it matter? Oh, it's nice to be partaking in battles that, you know, I can just take my time with instead of having to rush and think about what's going on in the heat of the moment and react thus in the heat of the moment. It's nice to just sit back, relax, and take it turn by turn. Yeah, I don't like the Legend ZA battle mechanics. You asshole. I disagree. You should not still be able to see me from that distance. I completely disagree. What an asshole. Right, they can actually hear you rolling in this game. They can't hear you rolling in ZA. Just trying to clear them out one by one. There's no need for me to do it this way. It's not like I need to catch them or anything. Oh. Nice. I'll just take this one away from the others and deal with it over here. How about that? Yeah, the unfortunate thing is there's not really any Pokemon I need to deal with over here. It's more so that the Pokemon over here are just easier to use moves against. That was still my Pokemon. Perfect backstrike lined up too. Nope. Wrong button. There we go. Of course, now they're all far away. But that actually means that there's only 2 left now, so I'll just move on. I don't think there's any alphas that I need from this area. Well, none that I have access to. Apom is on a certain island that I can't access. So, yeah. Funnily enough, when I get access to swimming is when I also get access to Apom. But I get access to Apom slightly before I get access to swimming, even though I need swimming to get Apom here. Because they're in the wild naturally. Not stuck on an island. In the coastlands. Also, I love how blind the Pokemon are. Not just the alphas, but Pokemon in general in this game. Versus Legend ZA, you're a bit more stealthy when you're crouched, but they also notice you much faster, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Navigating blind through all the trees. Yeah, most of these Pokemon I have perfected Dex research on, which means a 1 in 1024 chance of being shiny. No shiny charm at this stage, obviously. I do feel like the game has been lagging at times when I normally wouldn't expect it to, so that's a great sign. No shaking of these trees? Oh well. Wonder how many iron chunks I need. I wasn't honestly expecting to pick the one up on top of the hill up, but I did. And that's what I'm talking about when I say they're blind. They don't see you unless it's perfectly aligned in this game. I love it. Unfortunately, Abra is still hyper aware of its surroundings. I mean, it's psychic type after all. They are much harder to get away with trying to sneak past. As long as none of them are shiny, that's all that really matters. What the fuck was... Glad I got the save in. That wasn't even just me being bad. The first throw was, but then I compensated for it, and the controller was like, oh, you want to turn right, right? Oh, you want to hold that button down, right? It's fine. Drop the save before it flew off. It'll be right there in front of me, none the wiser to my presence. And I can just take care of it properly. Hate it when they move immediately. Anyway. Pikachu. So it took a little over 20 minutes, or about 20 minutes, to get the first shiny of the stream. In case it's not obvious why I'm just running around. Because after all, I said I don't really need anything from this area. For things like that. Shinies, maybe rarer alphas that I may or may not still need. Did I mention that I have to do an alpha dex? A living alpha dex? Because I need to do a living alpha dex. Okay, I definitely hit A on that, but sure. I meant to drop down to slightly more to the left than I did. Just a bit to the left. Oh well. Why not? I checked most of the spawns before nighttime got here at least, or will have checked most of the spawns before nighttime got here. Not gonna bother with going around the dead flowers. Can't actually access that quest yet, so can't get them back to how they should be. Also not gonna go out of my way to check Gyarados. Well, Magikarp / Gyarados. Is that? Yeah, that is red. No fall damage, somewhat surprising. Nighttime should be here, more or less. Nice. Yep. Nighttime is here, and so is the fog. Wonderful. Oh yeah, you can see the one wisp that I can't get to. Technically, there are ways to get over there at this stage in the game, but legitimately, there isn't a way. I wanted to jump over the Snorlax, but it was in a very much not good position for that. That was terrible. Terrible English. Alright, now to decide what to do. Need to remember what all the buttons are. Another shiny. Also, don't forget this one down here that was also in with the others. Yeah, it's nice that they made it so that you could just hold A and... excuse me. Hold A and scroll across things to select them rather than having to move A, move A, move A, etc. Alright, so what can I do? Infernape, no. Abra, not realistically. Trying to conserve resources. Combi is a mission that I can't do yet. Caesar is evolutions that I need to do at some point. Not gonna worry about that right now. Although... let's see, yeah. 4,000 points is pretty good. Oh, that's in the field ones, huh? Oh, all the way over here. Okay. This is also a single-player challenge, so I can't take advantage of online. Not that I have a Nintendo account tied to this profile anyway. Never mind having online for it. Oh, did I not need to sell those? Whatever. Got plenty of them. Okay, Heracross, this is not doable. Mime, same thing as Abra. Apom isn't available yet. Chelos can't complete. Gastrodon, same reason. Blissey is a mission. Roserade, I need to defeat, but that isn't in this area, so it's not helpful. Lilligant, I mean, I do have one. That is an option. Where is it, though? Right there. At some point, I'll remember what the damn control scheme for this game is. I can do the movement and everything, just everything else is... You don't know any of your moves. This. Yes, I remember how to do this. You don't know either of the moves yet? How high of a level do you need to be? Alright, never mind on that. It needs to know Petal Dance and Victory Dance. It knows neither. Barboach. Yeah. Yeah. Mud Slap and Mud Bomb. I'll take the highest level one, I guess. Although this one has a higher attack. even though it's a lower level. That's the wrong way. Shame that it noticed me. Oh well. I need to do strong stop? No. No. I just need to do Mud Slap and Mud Bomb 25 times each. Easy enough? Oh, the movement in this is just so much better. Movement, handling, and everything is so much better than in Legends EA. Foggy. Fine, I need to use 25 of each, so I need to heal regardless. I was gonna say, look, you can't do this normally. Except slightly clipped shinks, and so it did damage, which locks you out of getting off the mount for a brief amount of time. Let's see, next encounter would be down here. One of them is an Eevee, though. I don't want to beat up on Eevee. And of course, Bidoof, being Bidoof, just turned around. Oh, good thing it's not foggy anymore. You just can't do that sort of movement in Legends EA, and not because, you know, you don't have a mount to run on. You can't do it in Scarlet and Violet either. But in the Legends game, you can't do that sort of movement and get away with it. And it's actually that exact movement that is why I honestly prefer Joy-Cons for this, because I'm so used to running around in this game with Joy-Cons. Joy-Cons are not great, but in this specific use case, I'm just so used to them that I actually kind of prefer them. Not that I've ever used a Pro Controller otherwise. Over halfway on Mud Slap. Where am I going? This way. You guys are still here? Damn it, Bidoof, stop turning. Just waited for a second there to see if I would get the back strike. Yeah, after playing so much Legends EA, it's nice to be back in Hisui. Even if it is for this damn Professor Oak challenge. Okay. It just didn't turn enough. That's awesome. And you missed. Great. Fantastic. Already getting to be daytime again. Can you stop missing? It's 85%. Tried to run away. Yeah, that was perfectly normal. Damn you. That's another thing I needed to get used to again. I'm getting there. Remembering that you have to press A to cycle between potential targets instead of just moving the camera around. Sorry, moving the camera around. Alright, well, I'll actually go over here real quick and grab this. Just press X, but why not drag the cursor all the way across the screen? Yeah, that was pointless. Of course, all the meanwhile, while I'm doing this, there's a chance that a distortion can appear. 100 points, hell yeah. Not only has the weather changed, but the time of day has changed, so these spawns should be back. Don't know how the one behind didn't aggro, but it didn't. Did eventually, though. How? Unreasonable. That one. There we go. Don't know how it didn't see me, but I ain't gonna complain. Yep. I only need 9 out of 13 to land. 85% chance to miss. I've already missed once, so surely I'll make the 9 out of 13. Just looking at the alphas that I have. Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know why I suddenly decided to go up this hill, but I did. Oh, the controller was lagging a bit there. I'm amazed that that worked as well as it did. Definitely feel it wanting to hold the inputs for longer than it should have, or not give them soon enough, but it worked out. So it's a far distortion. I don't see it, it's somewhere over that a ways. But whether it's the other side of the main island or it's all the way down there, I can see it now. Just barely. You see it? That's way in the distance. Well, it happened at least. It only took like the full 40 minutes. To be fair, it might have actually been the 30-minute check, or 25-minute check. But because I've been in battle so much, the clock hasn't been progressing. Alright. Well, we can start heading for that. Getting some encounters along the way. Could finish off this barboach, actually. Couple more Bidoof that I usually don't check right here. one more on each, I believe. I'm very quickly going to run out of lower level Pokemon, so I might as well wrap this up soon. By soon, I mean I almost missed one encounter. The one I was looking for. I didn't give a Dex research pop. Just double check. Where are you? Oh, I need to use Mud Bomb one more time, not Mud Slap. Duh. Of course it missed. Why wouldn't it? There we go. No aggro from those two. That was nice. Okay, nice momentum. No, that button. Jeez. Nothing over here that'll spot me. Nope. Alright, now we just wait. You're level 24, huh? I don't think I want to deal with Whiscash tonight, because it's just going to be even more Mud Bombs and Aqua Tails, and I can't complete it in this area anyway. Krogunk I can't complete because Scatterbangs. Can I get 5 Krogunk together? Kinda doubt it. Yeah, there's an alpha right over there. Also an encounter right here. Not shiny. Not shiny. It jingles as you're about to break it if it's shiny. Oh. It's technically time to start a break, take a break, but I got a late start and this distortion should pop soon. Or not that soon because I was far away from it initially. It'll get there. Everybody's busy playing Forza Horizon 6 now that it's fully out. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like... I mean, I technically have the storage space for it, but... multiple reasons why I won't be playing it. Again, bottom left-hand corner of the stream is one of the biggest reasons why, but even if somebody was silly enough to gift it to me. Have you seen the minimum requirements? Like, I know the game is pretty well optimized, but it explicitly says SSD required. I ain't got an SSD with that much space available. I've got slightly faster spinning Rust. Not an SSD. Heck, I don't even remember if I got all that far into Horizon 5. Or I've more or less played to, not completion, but sufficiently for my liking. I did most of what I wanted to do with the base game and the DLCs. I actually just re-downloaded it a few months ago and played it for a little bit. But Horizon 5 I haven't played in quite a while. Probably should give that a go again at some point, since that one I actually do own and can play. I don't have any of the DLCs for it though. But that's fine. But Horizon 6 is the big thing now, so it'd be silly to play Horizon 5, right? Am I confusing anybody by only saying Horizon? No, I'm not talking about Horizon Zero Dawn or any other game that has Horizon in its name. I'm talking about Forza Horizon. Are we almost done here? Soonish. Come on, where's the rumbling? There it is. Doesn't look like anything spawned up here, although things were apparently... Yo, that's actually really good. Right. You can't throw balls at aggroed Pokemon in this game. Alpha female Sneasel. You'll love to see it. Wow. And it's not my first Alpha Sneasel, but it is my first female Alpha Sneasel in the save. So, hell yeah to that. Now I just need to get the Weavile pair. Well, one thing at a time, right? Oh, there you guys are. Not an Alpha and Blind AF. Was there an Onyx in that group? No, give me that shard. Rude. Is that the only way to get Ursaring at this point in the game? I am completely blanking on that Pokedex. No. Duh. Clearly not. I completely forgot. Look, Legends EA has been the main game on my mind as of late. And by as of late, I mean like the last half a year plus. Not entirely because I wanted it to be either. Missed. Okay, nothing up there. Where was the other Sneasel? I don't think it spawned. That one was over there. You're over there. Then that means that the other one is right there. It did spawn. Oh, red shard. I said red shard. Thank you. Alright, cool. Bad timing. Bastards. I just want to sit down and relax for a little bit. There. Okay. Where'd the other Sneasel end up? There it is. Female Sneasel. Male Eevee. Bruh. Please do not. And you stay over there as well. Is that the rumbling at the end? Might be? Yeah. Alright, yeah, I guess it's time for a break. Let me fly back over here. And yeah, we're just gonna take a break right here. Let's see. Use this one. Hey, how appropriate. Anyway, yeah, as the bot said, it's time for a break, so I'm just going to take a few minutes to stand up, stretch, and get away from the computer for a little bit. During this time, I am going to run some ads. It's the only time during the stream I run ads, helps rent pre-rolls for the next hour, ensures that the gameplay itself is completely ad-free at the small cost of some ads now, while nothing of importance is happening. I mean, you miss out on this AFK scene, but given the rain, some of you might actually like that. When I get back, we'll continue doing something, I don't know. There's one task left for Barboach, so I need to complete that at the very least. But I think that was a generally successful trip to the Fieldlands. One shiny, one alpha that I needed, and one Pokemon's Dex research, more or less completed. Not a lot done, but just chilling. Just playing as I see fit. Not in any rush. Anyway, BRB. Alrighty, I am back. But just before I switch over the... Jesus. Before I switch over the game, I want to do something real quick. If I can remember how to play the damn game after an hour. Just because, I don't know, I want to do it. It doesn't matter in the slightest in reality, but I want to do it. So just give me a second while I accomplish this task. Make it sound as if it's difficult or something. It's not. Takes a minute. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's close enough, right? From this to this. Unfortunate that the capture refreshes itself every time I come back over here, but yeah. Both of my AFK screens, my Pokemon AF screens, were recorded on this rock somewhere. Looking over that way. Anyway, wrong button. Let me tidy up just a little bit. Oh, right, I can't do that yet. Okay, well, I can sell those at the very least. That is quite bright, isn't it? There we go. Evolve! I need to do this, so... There we go. And I also technically have now caught 9 Whiscash. Because evolving counts as catching. See? Oh, I'm up to 10. Even better. And there's number I've evolved. Yay! Guess it's not a heavy one. No. That is a heavy Whiscash, probably. Maybe. Maybe not. I need to go back into here, actually. I do not remember exactly where you go. Where is the other Sneasel? In here somewhere? Probably. Sure. At some point I need to reorganize this. Alright, yeah, let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. I could get a bonus for going up to 10, but eh. 1 alpha Pokemon caught, 1 in the space-time distortion, yep. And 2, 12, 12, I agree, and then everything here is complete. Which means I don't have to worry about Barboach anymore. Yay! Yeah, I want to leave, actually. That is not the option to leave. There we go. Now we're leaving. I actually want to see. No. No, I'm not interested. Yep. Okay. Didn't have anything set up over here. Christ. That was the wrong place. $174 on the dot. Yeah, I'm taking my time with this, clearly. Again? No. Get out of here. Another bloody dust ox outbreak. Literally started the stream off with one of them. Don't need another. I don't remember what my route up this was. Before I go any further, okay, it's all the way up there. And that's the only one? Looks like that's the only one. Cool. Not gonna bother going in there because there's nothing there yet at this stage in the game. I usually go this way. Somewhere around here I can get up. But over here? It's over here. Oh, come on. Yeah, how could I forget about these spawns earlier? Ralts. Probably still have Dex research on Ralts to do. You know, I could probably get a bunch of whatchamacallits riled up in there, but I also could just wait and see if I get an outbreak for that, like I am for the Abra. So, not gonna worry about it. Ralts again. Arceus, why are you all the way forward? Might as well check. I did bypass it. Yep. How many do I have, though? Didn't like getting stepped on. Go figure. Yeah, that camera was not helpful. At some point I'll need to go hunting for Burmy, but that will have to happen in the Fieldlands, not here in the Mirelands. No random alphas until you've quelled the noble. Since I can't do that until I'm ready to move on, I just can't get any in here. Okay. There's the alpha. Lots of trees to the face. Oops. Ridiculous. You know, you could just put me over there. Save me the hassle of doing this again. Let me recover health just in case it happens again. Why am I having so much issue? So many problems, so many issues, so many... Blah, blah, blah. Why? Why is this happening? What the hell? I know damn well that you can make it up that slope. This damn game. Don't even need this much of a run-up. See? Jeez. Damn you. So many aggroing Pokemon. There's the Barboach. Anyway. There's something for me to talk about. You know those new badges and things that Twitch has enabled for us, monetized streamers, since, you know, it's more than just affiliates and partners now that can have sub-buttons and such? That's another change that's come in fully recently. It's been rolling out slowly, but now out fully. But yeah, anyway, the custom badges for special events and the custom power-ups and shit. I don't know how I would use them. Like, I have access to them, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Got the message about it, certainly. But I don't know how I would use them. Especially the power-ups. Like, badges, yeah, okay, you can make special badges for, you know, certain occasions and such. I don't know what they would be in my case, but it could be done. But the power-ups? I don't know what they would be useful for. Because, like, I feel like those are something for people with webcams. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna pay bits for someone to do something, it's probably gonna be to do something silly on the webcam. I don't use a webcam. So, like, what would I use it for? I don't use a voice changer either. It's not that option. I don't know. It's just... It's nice to see Twitch adding more features, I guess. But... not useful features for me personally. Not that I can think of a use for them, at least. Please have 2 stunned turns. Oh, that actually did really well. Please. Thank you. Brilliant. Genuinely good. Yeah, so I'm up to 4 and 2 on that. It's just the defeats, but the problem is that's the only Roserade spawn that I have access to. And so it's just a very slow process to get it done. Fine. They're not quite to level 100 yet, are they? Alpha Licky making noise in the background. Couldn't make that turn. What am I going to do here, though? Because I should work on Pokédex research instead of just running around the region exclusively. How did I miss that? Yeah, purposely avoid that thing. Come on. Oh. Well, I guess I'm not continuing the stream past the end of this next segment, or this current segment. Yeah, Joy-Cons are definitely getting old, aren't they? Just recharged these not that long ago. Little bear. Rodel doesn't exist. Glad the game's in agreeance with me on that. That button. Not that bright of a screen though, please. I never sold the things. Let's see. Roserade I can't complete. Lilligant. Thought about it before, not happening. Whiscash is a pain in the ass. I've got to defeat 20 with grass type moves and 15 in general. Hate it when they do that. Yeah, I'm not working on that one right now. Progunk needs the Scatterbang, so putting that one off. Toxicroak, lots of moves. I'd rather use the lower. I could finish somewhat finish catching Ralts. I only need to catch 3 more. The problem is I'm at 4 out of 10 small specimens, apparently. $13 out of 20 not being spotted. Ugh. Also gotta defeat some. Gotta use Hypnosis a bunch. That would be better suited to Area 1, to the field ones. That's the problem with the marshlands. They're not as good for using Pokemon's moves. Yanma needs 40 ancient power. And then to be evolved. That's doable. Just gotta find my strongest Yanma is all. Let's do that. That's simple enough. It might just be doable. Also, I completely skipped this because I was distracted by the Roserade. Yeah, Adamant, you'll have to be waiting a bit longer. There's a ledge down here. Thank you for finally losing aggro. Yeah, this way. Already got the 5 ice stones I need, that's good. 5 protectors. 3 dubious discs. Not bad. Not bad at all. 7 black augurites is good. Only 2 of the peat bogs though. 7 linking cables, or whatever they're called. Good amount of Evo items. Not necessarily enough, but a good amount. Alright, Pokemon. Did I not see a Yanma? Am I blind? I mean, I do need to wear glasses. There we go. Blend it in with the green off the Ralts. This one has significantly more attack because it's got 2 stat boost things. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm just gonna resort to this. I don't think it takes too many levels to learn it. I think that's it, actually. Yep. There we go. Just need to use that 40 times. And then I can evolve the Yanma. Because I need to evolve 1 and then I'll be done with it. Now the real question is, will I be able to get this done before the Joy-Con runs out of battery? We shall see. And I'm gonna get that message every single time. Can evolve. Yeah, except I don't want it to. Badoo, you doing alright there? There it is. There's some weird glitchiness like that on this map. I don't know why. I wouldn't worry about it too much. There we go. Shut up. Nothing else over here. Please do what I ask of you. Yeah, that's definitely how far I pinned that. You know, I'm sure if there wasn't a desk and multiple monitors and a monitor stand and another computer and who knows how many other things exactly between my Switch and my Joy-Cons over here with me, maybe then the signal wouldn't get so iffy at times. Oh, and don't forget all the cables. Lots of cables. Some of which aren't even doing anything. Nice lag. Almost missed that one. Literally stood right there. Got 3 left. 2 left. There we go. Oh, I'll hit 61,000 points tonight. Neat. I didn't actually check before to make sure that my points total was aligned with what it should be. Oh well. Can I just check that right now, actually? It won't be correct. Yeah. That does count for 20. So that's 60 points. Yeah, I've got stuff otherwise that isn't reported. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Shut up. You know, I honestly hope Paris and Parasect are in Winds and Waves. Because, like, this is the only Switch title they've been in besides BDSP, which everything from the first 493 is in BDSP, so that hardly counts. And I miss having my preferred false swiper. It's not a great false swiper, but having access to Spore and Damp? Very handy. Well, that's annoying. Fine, it won't run away. Oh, I got the Omni Boost, finally. Which isn't much of an Omni Boost in this game, admittedly, but still. So that took 24 uses of Ancient Power. Isn't it a 10% chance? Yikes. Yeah, I don't know how it didn't see me there. Just Legends Arceus things. Not that you'll hear me complaining. All Ghastlies. Oh, come on, game. Give me another Ghastly. They seem to be going down in one shot reliably. Of course, I said that it took me 24 tries to get the Omni boost, when I believe it's only a 10% chance. How many times did I one-shot Pokemon versus two-shotting them? Because one-shotting them won't get me a chance at it, because it's the end of the battle, so there's no point in checking. So, like, I didn't just get a chance to get the Omni boost right there, for instance. Please get on the Pokemon. Yeah, I ran right past one because I have my sights set on this one. Wow, that was a scuffed amount of inputs. Scuffed number of inputs. Nice crit. Totally mattered. Yeah, I know, that's why I'm Russian. I mean, I'm American, but I'm trying to do this quickly. 5 more. Asshole. Please! Locks you out of dismounting for so long after you get hit like that. As if Psyduck's headache isn't bad enough normally. I can't mount on this. Which is absurd because I can just run out into the middle of it on the mount. But yeah, as if its headache isn't bad enough, it then gets hit in the back of the head by a Pokeball. Didn't want to lock on there. Alright, and with that, yeah, the evolve options on the menu, I know. One evolution, I've already got everything I need for Yen Mega. Although I haven't defeated many with flying type moves, although I suspect I'll struggle with that. Do you actually know any flying type moves? Gust. Air Slash. Well, it knows it, so it's fine. I want to go to the Diamond Settlement, actually. Unfortunately, this is the only way I can get across the river at this time, so I've got to do this trek all the way around again. Hi, Haunter. The number of Pokemon I can avoid being seen by just by slightly changing my trajectory. It really is kind of absurd. I didn't miss it that time. I already completed all the dex research on them. Please get down. Yes. Bye! Just checking. Wait, so that means now... Yeah. I don't have Roserade perfected yet. Oh, I gotta go for a regular one. Yeah, because I didn't just see that move enough. Three, two, one. Because it used Ancient Power. That was convenient. Oh, there's a Parasect back here? Really? Hi, Bidoof. You're friendly. I'm just gonna get out of here before another one of them notices. Alright. Well, earlier than I wanted to be wrapping up, but the dying Joy-Con doesn't really give me a choice. Also, did I see that right? Yes. Nice. There we go. No Pokemon caught. Alright, now I have to sync the Dex progress. So that is good. That is sufficient. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Yes. And then Roserade is... Can you please... Scrolling down because it's at the bottom of the list, but I need to scroll up. Horn 2. Yes. 6160. Okay, everything is spot on. Good. Yeah, unfortunately returned to the village. Low battery is kind of annoying in that regard. Reset you back to normal. Doesn't actually matter. And there we go. only another 34 minutes. But I mean, technically this is an hour earlier than I would normally wrap up. But, again. Oh, look at that. The right Joy-Con still has supposedly over half, but the left one's almost dead. What the hell? Anything in here I can share? Worth sharing? I'll show you this. What is this? No. I finally got my Keldeo. Just one thing to note. It's in a fastball. I didn't need this Keldeo, I only caught it for the Shiny Volcanion in home, but yeah, this was the last one I was waiting on, and I finally got it, and I caught it in a fastball, not because I wanted it in a fastball, but because I didn't catch it on the first try, and so I had to whittle it down to little health, and, you know, basically I was in a situation where if I fail to catch it, it's going to require me to knock it out, and then I'm only going to have one more chance to catch it after that, before having to reload the area and try again. But if I scroll through my list and can find something with a higher chance of catching it, then, you know, I'll have a better chance of catching it. So I did that, and hey, Fastball has higher chance of catching it. It gave 4 chevrons instead of everything else giving 1. This is Legends EA, in case that's not obvious, just as a side note. A little late for that, but... So yeah, I chucked the Fastball and it stayed in. So I have a Fastball Keldeo. Been legal since Sword and Shield's DLC, but I have one now. I also got shinies and, yeah, lots of videos. And then there was the shiny from earlier. Woo. Anyway, like I said, I have to end early because of the Joy-Con situation. I don't have a backup controller, and so if one is on the verge of dying, I just have to call it quits there. I could keep streaming, but like, what? What would I stream? Genuinely, I don't know. So I'm just gonna call it quits here. Of course, I would normally want to keep streaming, especially because, again, bottom left, command in the title, I need the help. Didn't get a payout this month like I was hoping to, so I'm short on money. Not by much, but yeah. But, oh well. Not like they're going to keep charging me more for being late on these payments or anything. No, companies would never do that when it's because of you struggling financially. Nope. Never. Anyway, next stream. Are we 3 weeks out? Yes, we're 3 weeks out. So not this Friday, but the following Friday, expect FNR to return. Because, well, EJLMS is coming up. The French Countryside race, 154 minutes of French Countryside is coming up. And, yeah, that's going to be a time. So I think we're going to be doing stuff on the 2 weeks leading up to it. Plus, ideally I want practice in the first place. Although, having said that, has Max finished the setup for it? He hasn't been bitching about things as of late in BTS, so... Orica, soon, TM. Should I even be driving the Orica? I don't know. The reality is that anybody who thinks they want to drive the Orica is wrong. And so, yeah, is it worth driving? How many people are actually going to want to drive it? Because, like, genuinely, if somebody doesn't have experience experience with it and thinks that they want to drive it. No, you don't. Drive the GT3, it's better. Which one? I don't know. You have your pick. So, yeah, I don't know. But for now, at least, yeah, I would stick with the BMW. Just because that's what I'm familiar with. Because that's what I was driving last year outside of the prototype. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what will happen with that. Max has got to actually finish getting the car ready in the first place. So if he doesn't do that, I might be forced into another car anyway. Okay, well, he's got another week, so whatever. Just wait and see what happens on that front. So anyway, will I stream on Friday? Maybe. With what? I don't know. Yeah. The game doesn't match, so it's not going forward useful. That's when the Friday stream probably would start. There or thereabouts. I don't know. I need the help with the bills and the shit because again, I didn't get a Twitch payout this month. Next month I'll get one, and so next month I'll only probably be in the same situation. But hey, only being a little off instead of a lot off is important. So my car insurance wasn't so damn expensive. Anyway, so yeah, will I stream Friday? I don't know. I gotta figure out something to stream. And I'm also glad that the internet has survived the entire 2 hours that I've been live there or thereabouts. Since again, it was out shortly before starting, which is why I was a little late. Because when it went out, I just kind of fucked off for a little bit. Eventually came back and okay, we're good to go. I guess I can get ready to start now. Anyway, if I don't stream Friday, next stream definitely would be Saturday. I mean, I say that. Who knows if the group isn't just gonna fuck off to Forza Horizon this week. They didn't this past week, but you never know. Although, so long as the bug is not fixed, just to point this out, I will need to restart my computer, and thus, kind of have these gaps in the stream probably twice a night on Saturday nights. It sucks, but in my testing, it takes far longer to wait for things to sort themselves out from just not playing the game than it takes to just restart the computer. Unfortunately, that means the stream gets interrupted. But again, am I going to want to hold up things or potentially miss a race because I have to be sitting here for 10 or 15 minutes not playing the game? Or would I rather just take 5 minutes to reboot my computer? Bit of an obvious choice, that one. That came out oddly. Never mind that. So, yeah, it sucks. Hopefully Cockstar will fix things sooner than not. I'd love to know what they broke such that the performance just tanks so quickly. Absolutely incredible that, but can't be helped at the moment. It's outside of my control, certainly. Anyway, yeah, just to be clear, I've had the issue on multiple servers because I've tested on both the regular server and my dev server. It's happened under multiple circumstances. It happens regardless, so it's not just like certain things, it's FiveM as a whole. And I'm not the only one who's having performance issues as of late. They broke something. They genuinely broke something. Just completely fucked the experience. Which is great. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling now. So yeah, stream Friday, Saturday, at least one of the two. We'll see which happens. I mean, again, Saturday's happening unless they decide to fuck off to Horizon 6 this week. It is available for everyone to play now. Not for me. I don't own it, and I don't have SSDs to install it onto, so I don't plan on owning it, not to mention, again, the whole bills being more important than buying a game. But, yeah, hopefully Saturday night should... Thank you, bot. That's very helpful. Instead of starting a break, though, we're going to start the end of the stream. Yeah, let's finally transition to that bucket. So, yeah, the end of the stream. I am going to wrap it up finally. But I am going to run ads on the way out. That's what I was trying to say. Looking for the right words. I'm going to run ads on the way out. So if you want to stick around for them, cool. If not, leave. At the end of the stream, you won't miss anything. Because you have that choice that I run the ads, it's literally just like, stick around for them or don't. Gets me a little bit more money if you do, but if you don't want to watch them, just don't. It's fine. I don't make much off of ads anyway. So, yeah, do as you wish with that. You know when the next streams are going to be, or next stream potentially might be. So, with that all being said, well, Shaw, if you're still here, enjoy your trip to Montreal. But also, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully, I'll see you next time. Later.